Hey everybody, welcome to the SST Band. I'm Tom Garvey. I am part of the band right now because I hurt my leg. On the piano right there is Shawn Whitmer, Professor Shawn Whitmer. He is the pianist for the group. So what this whole idea here is going to be just talking about the band and what happens out here in Las Vegas. Excellent. Hey Shawn, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Tom?
Can't complain. Nobody will listen.
Yeah, I hear that.
What we're doing here is we're part of this group called SST, and Shawn is the main driver of the group, and he is the music director. Okay, Shawn is also a professor at UNLV out here. Shawn, why don't you, instead of me elaborating, why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Well, let's see. I moved to Vegas in the end of 1998, and actually came out here because of music. I was offered a contract to work here, and so moved out here, moved my family out here at that time, and have basically been playing both in the secular world, in the Christian world. Started actually teaching at UNLV I think I'm in my 12th year right now as an adjunct professor at UNLV. I'm responsible for teaching not only jazz and commercial piano, but also music composition. And I'm responsible for all of the jazz and commercial piano proficiency. So in order to get a degree, a music degree with the jazz and commercial music program, you're required by our standards to pass a piano proficiency, all instrumentalists and vocalists alike. And I'm responsible with that, along with the director of jazz studies, Professor Dave Loeb. So let's see. I have been, like I said, UNLV for 12 years. I've been a professional musician on stage since I was 9. I've been playing music since I was about 3 years old. And I first stepped foot on stage with my father at age 6.
Wow.
And also with my grandfather at the same age. They both brought me onto the stage with them. So
now you had told me in the past that your dad was pretty big in country music.
yeah, my dad actually started off as, like a lot of people his age. He was a 50s rock and roll guitar player. Actually had a record deal with Iona Records, which was a subsidiary of Capitol Records.
Okay,
As you probably remember,
yeah.
back then rock and roll was taboo, so none of the major labels would actually put them at that time when my dad started. So he was on a subsidiary called Iona Records. In the 60s, like a lot of guitar players, he crossed over into country music and became a finger picker. And my dad was an honorary member of the Chet Atkins finger picking society. My dad played with all of them. My dad played at the Grand Ole Opry. My dad hung out, he was friends with all of them. I grew up with all of them, calling most of those guys uncle. So it was awesome. It was great living, growing up like that, basically being surrounded by music.
Wow, very good. I got a couple people here I want to say hello to. Also, let's see, we have DJ's Cartoon Universe. What's up, buddy? How you been? Nice to see you. The Bearded Italian. Now, I got to tell you about the Bearded Italian. Brian, he plays some classical guitar, plays trumpet. He's really into it. Great. Brian, we need you out here to Vegas. Come on. Brian's a great guy. He's a great supporter of my channels and stuff, and I try to reciprocate. And in fact, I just told him to send me out some of his guitar music, and I can play to it and send it back to him, so he has something there. Meg's Mysteries is here. Nothing but love. How you doing, buddy? Great supporter also. Let's see. Okay, we're all caught up. All right. So, Shawn, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. A couple of names that you mentioned are friends on my channel as well. So, welcome everybody.
Okay, great. Listen, now we've been together for a year, going on a year with me. Anyway,
going on a year. Next month it'll be a year.
Going on a year, and it was kind of crazy circumstances, which is not to be discussed because I really don't care about it. You know what I mean? and
everything's for a reason. It was a stepping stone to get us together.
Exactly.
So that's the way I look at it.
And moving forward, okay, we're missing one part of the SST band. Okay, his name is Steve Sand. Okay, this guy is freaking off the charts. He plays just about everything. Okay, as a matter of fact, he brings so many instruments. When I'm playing with the band, you can't see me.
Yeah.
But Steve's a great guy also. So next, probably in a week or so, we're going to have, when Steve gets back home. Steve is on tour right now. He's with Abracadabra.
Well, he's with both Abracadabra as well as Direct. I think they're called Direct from Sweden. They are the number 1 and number 2 ABBA bands, except for ABBA.
Right.
They are the number 1 and number 2 ABBA bands in the world right now.
Yeah.
He's actually in, if I remember correctly, just outside of Miami, performing tonight.
Okay. Last I chatted with him, he was in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But that's part of being on the road. So the whole process of this group that we have here is all very talented people. Okay. And the whole idea is what we came up with to keep going where we are. We have a home right now at the Pass Casino, okay, in Henderson on Water Street. Great casino, great people to work with. I mean, really, really open-minded and just a great bunch of people. Even the staff is like fantastic.
Staff is absolutely fantastic.
And so actually made us feel a little bit better, okay, of what we were doing, because we sort of walked into a wall of paint, you know.
Yeah.
You know. So, but they opened their arms to us, and it was a 2-way street. So, and that's what the guys are still there right now. I am not playing. Most people that from my channel know I blew my knee out not once, but twice.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm waiting to get back with it. So we have Shawn had come up with a couple other musicians to come in to fill in the whole bit like that. And lo and behold, the drummer who filled in for me, Eddie B, his name is, he actually sings. I mean, he is a great singer, great drummer. So what happened now is we have another guitar player that came in, Richard D. Thomas. Okay. Rich is a great guitar player. And on top of it, his sister, I tell you, when you want to hear this lady sing, a really, really great voice. So Shawn has been actually, like I said, the music director, and he's been coming up with the music. And it's not like the old days and everybody had the ego. Okay. It's what we could play, what we could actually pull off and get it. Most people out here use tracks. Okay.
Yes.
Most of the acts you see use tracks. We use them sometimes. And some song, if somebody calls for a request from the audience, okay, you got to appease somebody. You don't want to get nobody mad. So sometimes we'll use tracks, but the way Shawn has it set up, it is mostly background. No drums in it, no lead guitars, whatever. Who's ever in there. So this guy over here is the main spring in this machine that we're starting, and a couple other things, Shawn, you didn't mention is that you also teach piano, right?
Yes, I not only teach at the university, but I also teach. I am a master teacher for a subsidiary of Guitar Center called Music and Arts. I'm a master teacher for them. I've been with them now for about 4 years, and I teach privately. So I teach pretty much everything. I teach multiple instruments, both jazz and commercial, as well as all levels from beginning up through advanced techniques, advanced improvisation, everything.
Yeah. And I know for a fact he's very busy, because when I call him on the phone, can I call you back, Tom? I'm with the student. Oh, okay. No problem. So the premise of what we're doing here with this SST band in Las Vegas live is we want to showcase the band itself, okay, out here in Las Vegas. In the future, we're going to have each one of the musicians come up, and we're going to do like a small interview. But the whole idea is to try to bring back live music into Las Vegas.
Right.
Okay, into small venues, whatever. Okay, but get that ball rolling again. So we're open to having anybody that is a musician out here and is looking to get back into playing live and stuff like that. They're welcome to come up onto the platform here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We are also going to be doing we're going to try to do it live from the casino itself, past casino itself, and that'll bring a little bit more uh, ambiance to what we're trying to do. Okay,
Right.
so and then and on top of all this, moving forward, we got some ideas coming up and different things. And Shawn, why don't you explain a little bit what your idea of moving forward is going to be?
Let's see. Well, moving forward for the SST band.
Yes.
I mean, again, I feel great. We just got the okay that we're going to be there for at least the month of February. And it actually looks like possibly even longer, but you know, I'm right now, I'm happy to take it month by month.
Right.
I actually have a, event that's going to be coming up in March that, will be involving the SST band, as well as all of my students. And it will be broadcast live on my YouTube channel, as is anything that I do educationally. This is basically just going to be my winter recital. But it's going to be a little bit more than the typical recital that you'll see on my channel, because I'm bringing in students from UNLV, who's going to be opening up the evening by performing for about 30 minutes. I will have some of my professionals who will sing in between, you know, some of my professional students, that is, who will be singing in between my students, doing their recital pieces. And then I'm going to actually have the SST band close out the night with probably about a 30-minute set.
Cool.
So
Very cool.
It'll be in the banquet hall. It's actually going to be available for anybody. All of my recitals, anything I do educationally is free of charge, open to the public. So there will be information that will be coming out later on. I'm sure before March 3rd, we will talk about it again. So anybody local, or if you're going to be in Vegas, come on by.
Yeah.
It'll actually be a couple hours of a lot of fun. Go ahead.
No. I said that's a great thing right there. I mean, you get the little guys, give them the taste of the stage. You know what I mean? Or show off their talent is to me is awesome.
Well, to get young kids. I mean, I'm all about education, and that's music has been very good to me. And I decided years ago. I mean, when I was a teenager is when I started teaching, and I've always wanted to give back. That's why I teach, because as everybody knows, teachers don't make any money.
Right.
Yeah. At least we don't make as much as we put the time in. So definitely, if you see a teacher out there, this is just for anybody. If you see a teacher out there, say thank you, because they are truly doing it out of the love of teaching and for giving back to the students. Yeah. But no, it's number one. Music should be in everybody's life, and as far as I'm concerned, especially with kids, get them interested in it, and they will have a friend for life when it comes to music.
And especially out here, I mean, because everything is so oriented with, you get on a stage and this and that. The smaller venues to me are more important.
Right.
That's where the great musicians are. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
No money, no money.
Yeah, exactly. But it's more intimate. In other words, there's a lot more interaction between the audience and the band. I mean, it's like in a large venue situation, you may be stuck behind, whether it's 250 people or, 5,000 people, you're far enough away. You can't, but in a small venue, okay, an intimate atmosphere, you can interact, and it's much better for us too. I mean, I've been on, in front of as many as over 50,000 people. And in large open stadiums. But you know what? I love playing, like when we're at the lounge, at the Silver Lounge.
Yeah,
I love the interaction. I love being able to see people. It's been years since I did that, and that's why I went back to it last year.
The whole idea is, you know, I mean, a lot of people are afraid to get up and dance and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And we're leaning more towards coming up with some kind of show, put up some kind of show type of atmosphere. But I mean, I always tell people, well, what kind of music do you do? Okay. I says, we play the stuff to get your butts up out of the chair.
Yes.
That's what we do. It could be
not only that, I want to expand upon that. We do literally everything. I mean, last night, we just played last night. Yeah. You know, last night we played everything from hardcore R&B, rock. We played some Bruno Mars. We played a couple jazz tunes, literally straight ahead jazz tunes. The audience loved it. So, and not only did it get people up and dancing, all of it, we had people, you know, dancing to Misty, you know, when we played it last night.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That's that's where me and you connected. Okay. In my past life, okay, we had a rock club. Okay, before it became a restaurant. Sold it 3 times, but we had people from Twisted Sister. I had the Allman Brother drummer. I had Trucks, the guitar player there. Right. Okay, we had Johnny and Edgar Winter, Rick. I can't think of his name. It was with them guys. All these Twisted Sister played there on Tuesday night. Okay, yeah. So I was involved in that kind, and that was, you know, the cover stuff.
Right.
Out here, it's a different animal. Okay. We proved it back in the bit when Steve came out. Like I said, multi-talented guy. Okay. He came out with his trombone and he did Hello Dolly. Okay.
Well, that was with the trumpet, but yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, people went crazy. I mean,
absolutely.
they loved it.
It's all about entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, it's, you know, people, music and entertainment is secular. And, you know, it's like, we're back, you know, we went through that DJ stage. You know, we're back to people, they want to be entertained. And, you know, that's, again, you and I connect there. Steve and I have known each other for going on 25 years now. All right. I mean, Steve he was the godfather to my children. I mean, that's how close we are.
It's close.
Yeah. You know, and he, you know, he and I connect because it's about entertaining the people. You know, neither one of us are purists, you know, when it comes to music. I would be the more purist between the two. But you know what? I don't consider myself a musician. I consider myself an entertainer. I mean, other people consider myself a musician because I'm educated. All right. But I'm an entertainer. It's all about entertaining. And you know what? Especially nowadays, you know, if we can get all ages of people listening to Devil Went Down to Georgia, you know, and Steve's just pulling out all the stops, playing fiddle, you know, getting people up, you know, putting the devil mask on, and hey, everybody, you got to come see him when he's here, and do it because it's phenomenal. But Devil Went Down to Georgia, Hello Dolly, all these songs that are well over 50 years old.
The Beer Barrel Polka.
Yeah, absolutely. and he gets people up and having a good time. You know, music is forever. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
and food.
And food. Yes. And food, you know, but no, it's, you know, entertainment. It's all about the entertainment. And I'm glad it's finally going back there. You know, Vegas used to be about lounge entertainment. You could go in and see the top names of that day in the lounges.
Yeah.
And then, and then it stopped. I mean, they moved all into showrooms and you had to buy tickets. Well, guess what? I hope, you know, Steve and I have always had the dream, you know, for literally 20 years, we've wanted to bring it back. You know, you and I connected last year, and this is the first stepping stone. Okay. It's starting with the SST Band. I mean, yeah. I want to bring Vegas back to Vegas because I think we all agree Vegas has not been Vegas since the pandemic.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't at all. A couple of people I want to say hello to. The Grilling Dude, my buddy's here. Okay, he also plays bass. He lives in out in Idaho. Also, Daddy Dutch. Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Good friend. Great supporter of me. I appreciate it, Dutch. Thanks for coming in. Also, let's see who we got here. You're looking down there. NBL's still here. Trumpet Master, my man Trumpet. Lewis, great channel, great barbecue channel, great guy. Good supporter of mine also. I'm also in talking with now. See, now he won't answer me. This Trumpet Master, he won't answer me if he plays the trumpet or not. You know, and I'm looking at his lip to see if he's got that flat spot on his lip. but he's a great guy. Thanks for coming in, guys. Really appreciate it. Just if you're just coming in now, we are in the band. We are SST Band, okay, out here in Las Vegas. We play live music, and me and Shawn have been together now for a year, playing every Saturday night at the Pass Casino in Henderson, downtown Henderson on Water Street, which is a great venue. And what we're doing is, which we have, what is it, 5 of us now? 6 of us?
Let's see. The core right now would consist of the 3 of us, obviously the founders. No, it's actually, we've grown to 6, if you include Richard, Kelly, and help me out.
Yeah, Richard, Kelly, Andre.
Yeah. 6 if you include them, and then actually Sid the Kid, Sydney Smith, has actually been coming in and sitting in with us for the past couple weeks. You know, so again, we're technically, you can say we're up to 7.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's the difference. That's what got my wheels turning, and Shawn on the same page with this, and Steve. Okay, we have other musicians that are coming in, no money. Okay, no money whatsoever, and they're coming in to play,
right?
Because there's no other venues for live music. Okay, so that's what we're starting this right here to try to turn it around a little bit, whether anybody listened to us or not. But it's the idea that in the future, this year coming up, we're going to try to put together a couple shows. Okay.
Yes.
They have a venue there that seats, I think 235 comfortable.
Yeah. Okay. I know it's north of 200. Definitely.
Yeah. So we are going to try to put a couple shows together. Okay. And see if we can get back into that again. Just the music, nothing, you know, I don't tap dance. So you're not going to see me tap dance.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been known to fly off a stage once in a while, but we're not going to go there. So the whole idea is that we're putting this together, and we're inviting other people in. That's the cool thing about it, and they're coming.
Right.
Okay, I've met so many different people in that year's time. Okay, who are great musicians and turned out to be great friends.
Yes.
You know, and whatever we do or talk about, and it's like I said, no egos. There's nothing. You know, who's better? I need this more. I need that more. No, it's not that way at all. No. So
that's the great thing about Vegas is, I mean, I'm going to make a statement that might piss people off other places around the world, but we are the entertainment capital of the world. I put the quality of musicians here equal to, if not better than, even LA and New York. I mean, UNLV, we are one of the top music schools, jazz and commercial music schools on the West Coast. And we're a small community, and we're all friends. We all know each other. No, it's you know, it's great to be here, you know, and you know, things are going to get better.
Yeah. When I moved out here to Las Vegas, you know, everybody talked about going to Vegas, going there. But my thing was, everybody says, well, my older friends, okay, would say, you know, if we're saving our money because we want to go on a cruise. Okay. What do you do on a cruise? You gamble. You eat at a buffet. Okay. And you do that. You listen to music. Vegas is good for me, and I don't have to swim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I come out here, I expected something totally different. Okay. And when I got here, it was the pandemic. I mean, we got here in the end of January, okay, 2020, and then bang. And I got to tell you, folks, unless you watched the news closely, the eeriest thing I ever felt in my life was driving my car down Las Vegas Boulevard and seeing nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. That was an eye opener to me. So bringing it back now, coming back, everybody's opening up. Everybody's a little skittish here and there, but live music is what we're trying to do. So yeah, I think it's gonna. I could be dead wrong, but I don't think.
I don't think you are. From stories I'm hearing, the SST Band is one of the very few, especially in a casino. Well, almost 100% live band. And as you mentioned earlier, even when we do use tracks, we often have musicians say that you cannot tell because of how I mix the tracks in with us. You hear the live band, you do, right. And we remove the instruments that are on stage. So we are only adding or complementing the live band with the track, and people want live music. They are tired of this, as you and I call it, glorified karaoke. Let's
Now I have somebody here that I am very happy to see. Okay, and Neil Ross is here. Great singer, great vocalist, performs a lot downtown, and we became friends on Facebook, also on YouTube and stuff. Great singer, great voice she has. Okay, and I'm just thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate it. So there you go. I mean, that's people want to talk about it. People want to be involved with this. Okay, and also on Facebook, I have the SST Band Facebook page. Okay, and what we try to do there is anybody who's playing anywhere in Vegas. Okay, we will. I'll shout you out. I'll do all that. But okay, if you happen to perform in the past, you're part of the gang.
Right.
You're actually part of the gang. We have music Friday night. Actually, Tuesday is the karaoke night. Okay, and that's with karaoke Baron.
Right.
He's there, and then Friday night. Friday night, there's nobody steady there, but there's usually a guitar with great guys. But yeah, it's a great place to be. Let's see. Let me check some of this out. What we have here. Okay. Miss Russ is here. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, guys. Yeah, I'll put it up. Here she is.
See, and that's a perfect example. I mean, the musicians here, like I said, we all know each other, and even if we haven't met yet, we all still know each other. And everybody supports each other. That's the great thing about the entertainment community here in Vegas.
And I want to promote. I mean, if there's venues that Neil is playing in, please let me know. Okay, we will put it up. Every little bit helps to draw more people into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, and I also want to promote, for any instrumentalist or vocalist, again, if you're playing, fantastic. But if you're not playing but you have a show that you want to promote, stop by the pass, let us know, or just, not only will we promote you on our Facebook pages, we'll make an announcement, if you want to sit in for a song, come in, sit in, it's all about all of us getting together and helping each other. There's enough room for all of us, especially if we can get live music again. The best thing that we can do is get every casino to have a live band in it somewhere and get that competition going, because that's going to bring the excitement up for live music, and the money will come back for us. Because I know a lot of musicians that are struggling because they're not paying, because, live music it's the industry kind of started doing away with live music, and it's time for us to bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line that I look at is, before I hurt my leg, okay, we were busy. Okay, we would go and see everybody that I banged into. All right, we would go to, Billy Fisher. I would go over here to the little Italian restaurant that he would sing at. Okay,
right.
Well, and Arthur, I would come down and see you guys play at the
Skyline Friday nights.
Yeah. And that was part of my way of showing people my I appreciate them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for what you're doing. And in return, we're playing over here. Okay, we have people coming. Chris Stacy. Okay, he just got done Friday night over at the Railroad Pass, which is
I
part,
yeah. I
which is
heard,
which is just part of the Pass Casino. And from what I understand, he did a great job. You know,
yeah.
so I try to push all that stuff. So that's the main reason why I'm doing this. Hey, I'm getting long in the tooth here. I don't know how much more longer I can do it, but if I can help out somebody else coming up, behind us or working with us or pushing the band out, okay, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's why we get along so good, me and you, Shawn, because there's no well, we got to do this, we got to do that. Shawn knows his music. Okay, Tom, you got to do it this way. Try it that way. I'm great with that. I'm fine with that because you know what? Without that, I do it my way, and it would probably suck. You know what I mean? But I'm saying just the camaraderie that we have with everybody in the band that plays. Rich is a great guitar player.
Absolutely.
I
Everybody.
mean,
I mean,
yeah.
again, it happened again this weekend. Pretty much every weekend we have people come in, and we tell people from stage, if you want to hear something, let us know.
Yeah.
And if you write the name of the song on $100 bill, I
that gets top billing.
The great thing is we have good enough musicians that we have played songs that as a band, individually we may have played it. As a band, we have never played it before. And we have strong enough musicians, we all come together and we make it happen. You can only do that when you have great musicians on stage.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm like, how I am about this and everything. It's all about getting through the night, okay? In a high end, hey, that was great, everybody having a good time, okay? And some nights it's just going to be horrible if you have nobody there. That's the worst thing in the world, playing to empty chairs. But hey,
but it's just as important. And again, I know I can say this about you because I know you agree with me. Even if there's one person in the audience, you play as if there's 100,000.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, it's part of, I'm retired chef, and I have people that say to me, "Well, do you know how to cook German food?" No, I'm sorry, but this is what I do. So in the restaurant, I want to put out what the best I can that night. Same with playing. So let's see who we're going. Let me into the chat here and see what we got. January 31st. Where was she? Where was Nelly saying?
The 31st. Just don't read that. Don't read the last sentence. We don't read that anymore.
Yeah. We don't do the pass by no more.
Yeah.
That ship sailed. Let's see here. What else we got? We got who else in here? We got my nephews in here. Mr. McCarty. Hey, hello. Dude likes to. Hey, dude, I meant to tell you a while back. One of the best tribute bands to Chicago was just here at the M, and it's called Brass Transit. Great group, and I'm sorry I missed it. My walker didn't make it down the aisle. Okay, Vegas, the most amazing, top-notch music. Yes, they do, and it's a shame that they're not out playing. It's just like I said before, it's the smaller venues, the smaller guys. I mean, they're getting wedged away, and that's why years ago a lot of people went to Branson, Missouri.
Yeah,
and it's just about the same thing that went on. Well, my Mr. McCarty there, my nephew, he wanted to know how do we find each other. It goes back to a singer that we played with. Actually, Shawn and Steve was playing with, and they had a CD premiere, and I went and seen the guys, and I talked to the singer and said, my bucket list, I'm going to play again before I kick the bucket. You know what I mean? And he invited me down to play, and it's the first time I've been out in a long time. So we did it, and it started. To me, I thought it was horrible in the beginning. I thought it was bad, and then just trying to get back again. But then I found it, and like I said, me and Shawn worked things out, and then it just grew from there. I mean, to the point we don't even look at each other anymore when we're playing. I mean, because it's everything seems to fall into place. So.
Yeah. Well, and plus, it's a lot prettier to look out at the audience than to look at you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
No,
when
unless Kelly's on stage, there's nothing to look at on stage.
Hey, give me my walker back. Unbelievable. So let's see here. We got 10 in. We got one from Facebook in. Thanks everybody for coming in. This is our debut. Okay. And Shawn, why don't you give him a little tickle the ivories a little bit there? I'm going to run through
that. You know, I'm going to play. This is a song that I have tried to play this at least once a day, especially over the past couple years. But I have played this song pretty much every performance that I was able to. And we've even actually started playing it quite frequently on stage. You yourself don't even know the story of the song and the importance to me. But it's the song Misty. It was my mom's favorite song. And, you know, I owe a lot to my parents. My parents supported my ambition to become a professional musician. And, you know, my mom herself, she was not a musician. One of the best critical ears that I've ever known. But I like to play the song as much as I can for me.
Off the charts. I tell you, great pianist. I'm telling you, the guy is phenomenal. When we first met, I watching him playing, I'm saying, "Good God Almighty, this guy's all off the charts." And here we are, a year later.
Yeah,
good friends.
No, it's honestly, it's been a great year. A lot of great things happened last year. You know, unfortunately, the year ended pretty poorly for those of us here at UNLV, as I'm sure most everybody knows, with the live shooter situation that happened early December. But a lot of great things happened last year. And, you know, one of the best things is just the culmination of you and I meeting and that basically just becoming ultimately the SST Band, you know?
that was you know, the funny part. I'm laughing about it was because they said, "What's the name of the band?" And I went, "Huh?"
Yeah.
SST, because it stands for Shawn, Steve, and Tom, right. And we are the founders of the band. I mean, we played every Saturday night. Now you got to understand, Steve would leave. Steve would go on tour and come back. Okay. But we would have other musicians come up that we played with. So the basis of the band was me and Shawn.
Right.
Okay. We were the live part of it. And what we did was not us personally. we hated it. They play with tracks, you know what I mean,
Right.
and have other people come up, and we didn't go for that. So hey, that's a song. I can't go for that. Um, so me and him, me and Shawn were like almost like left out in the cold, but we got through it. We did it because the idea of playing live. Now you got to understand, East Coast guy, all right. And all of a sudden here I'm on, no matter where, but I'm on the stage in Las Vegas. It don't get any better than that.
No.
Okay.
Vegas we are the entertainment capital. There are very few stages in this world that are better than a Las Vegas stage. You are very correct in that.
Yeah. So I mean, just just that alone, okay. And like I said, no matter where it is, okay. And the people I met, great,
Yeah.
phenomenally great. So and a lot of younger people. I'm older than dirt, but I mean, a lot of younger people that are singing and stuff. The voices and to hear them live and follow where they go, you know, where they're playing and stuff like that. You can't beat that with a bat. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. No. Again, yeah. Just the musicianship, the entertainment value of the people here in Las Vegas. Well, and not only that, but the people in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, again, what this valley that we live in is all about people. I mean, you know, everybody pretty much, you know, the reason why they're living here is because they probably have something to do with customer service.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so you know the people that live here, and you know, we are more. The Pass is, you know, Pass Casino is more of a, as we call it, a locals casino.
Right.
You know, far enough away from the strip, we don't get a lot of, you know, we do get some, but we don't get a lot of tourists there. You know, which means we're entertaining the people who are entertaining the tourists.
Right.
You know,
and the Pass is going through a transformation. They're building a hotel.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Halfway
Right
down.
on the property. So I mean, and there again, okay. Everybody talks about, well, you know, you got to deal with this guy, you got to deal with that guy. Everybody I dealt with so far has been great. From the owner, I met the owner of the casino.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on. So, and you know, just keep doing what you guys are doing. Everything's good. The whole bit. I got a call a couple days ago, I guess, from the general manager. I guess we're in charge of promotions and stuff. Hey, Tom, how you doing? You okay? Everything all right?
Yeah.
You know, that's unheard of. Okay, because we do our job also.
Yeah. Well, and funny you say, the owner of the Pass Casino stopped by to see me, not this Saturday, but the past Saturday, joking with me. I mean, you know, he saw me. I had my customary hot water with honey, you know, because as everybody can tell, in order for me, you know, I'm just getting over some congestion and a little virus. So I basically, you know, live on hot water, honey, and lemon, you know, just to get my voice working. And, you know, he saw my hot water and honey and walked up and said, hot water and mustard, man after my own style. You know? Yeah, like you said, that's the owner, you know, of casino properties here. And just, it's like we've been longtime friends.
Well,
You know?
I mean, we were in Amelia's when I with Marie, and we were having dinner. And by the way, if you're local, okay, they have during the week they have $9.99 prime rib, which I'm telling you, it's really good. They also have an Italian restaurant called Ristorante Italiano.
Just to let you know, just to let everybody know, as of right now, Amelia's is temporarily closed.
Oh, okay.
So the Italian restaurant now has Amelia's menu. I'm not quite sure what they're doing as far. I may possibly on weekends. I have not looked into it. This is a brand new thing, but temporarily, and we can find out. I can get more information on it. But from what I understand, for right now, Amelia's is temporarily closed. I think they're doing some renovations because of the hotel and everything.
Yep. Getting all switched up. And like I said, it's more personable. That's really what it is. And so I'm a little partial to that place anyway. Extending us, you know, having the trust in me and you and Steve, I mean, is like, wow, pretty cool.
Well, again, you know, you were talking before about the employees, the waitresses. Every Saturday night, they come out, say hi, come out, listen. Again, all of the employees, the bartenders, the waitresses,
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, the security is constantly coming by, and and it's their job. But
Were they looking for me, security?
well, no, I think we're able to get that situation taken care of. I think they called Guido or somebody, like that. No, they come by to listen to us, and yeah, it's great. But I mean, again, if you have not been to the Pass Casino, you need to check it out. It really is a great property.
And then out a little further out, they have another casino. It's called the Railroad Pass Casino. Okay.
Actually, the oldest, if I remember correctly, the oldest casino in Nevada, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, it is. Actually, it is. It was a railroad stop. That's basically what it was. But they also have a steakhouse there, and Simone Steakhouse. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're right in the middle of it, so I'm pretty. I get psyched every day about talking about it and this and that. Marie says, "You can't freaking walk. What are you getting?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Push me into the drums. I want to play.
When you're ready, I got my cart. Inside joke, guys.
Yes. Yeah. We gotta. My knee gave out. Okay, real quick. My knee gave out first time, and I was out for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
couldn't walk. Couldn't put no pressure. I couldn't stand up. Couldn't walk, let alone anything. But Shawn's equipment. Shawn comes. Let me tell you something. Shawn can play probably at Raiders Stadium, okay, and make their sound system sound like crap. All the stuff that he brings. So he's a dedicated guy. But was also my ambulance driver that night because he put his piano on his little hand truck ready to go out, 4-wheeler, and push my old butt out.
Yeah. You just became a piece of my equipment.
That's it. Yeah. Unbelievable. I got some other people coming in here right now. Let's see. We have I got to let you know right now. Okay. See this guy right here, Patty Joe Cooking? Well. Okay. He lives in Melbourne, Australia. Patty Joe is also a pretty good musician from what I understand. He won't play anything for me, but I'm understanding he's a pretty good musician. Great cooking channel also, Patty Joe Cooking, if you can check him out. Let's see who else we got in here. Paulie Dittmer. Okay, Paulie from Michigan. Hello, Paulie. How you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. Let's see who else we got. Am I missing? Nope, we got everybody. Also, Paulie Dittmer's got a great channel. Paulie was in the Navy for a long time and was a chef on a ship, so he knows his way around the stove also. I'm glad you guys came in. I appreciate it, really do. This is our voyage, first voyage here with this. It's the band members. We're missing one guy. He's on tour. And we just thought we'd bring this up. If you come out to Vegas, come see us. I'm afraid to put up what Patty Joe is saying.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Patty Joe. Paulie. This is the banter we go back and forth. He's a drummer as well. Okay. I thought maybe he might have been a violin player. He's been learning to play the spoons. So this is an inside joke with us, okay? I got my channel. I don't get sponsored by nobody on the cooking channel, but somebody sent me out a pack of wooden spoons. So Patty, he wants some wooden spoons. Unbelievable. Okay. Well, you know what? We are moving forward with this, and I'm thinking we got a couple of rehearsals coming up when I do get back, and to try to make it tighten it up a little bit more.
Right.
And we got a great bunch of musicians. Really do. Yeah. Pretty dedicated. Money sucks, but I guess we'll get it. We'll get there.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah. It'll move on from there. So now you got a pretty hectic schedule coming up now. School, I guess college is back in.
Yeah, the UNLV. We started our semester last week. The first and second week of any semester is always hell. But just getting everything, back into a routine, getting the kids back into a routine. So yeah, between that and all of my private teaching and performing, yeah, time becomes very, very important. So, and I work about easily 60 to 70 hours a week.
No.
So, but yeah, it fills up. But no, we like you said, we do have some rehearsals coming up. We have the show coming up on March 3rd. That's a done deal. I don't know if you mentioned, but the show that you and I are actually been talking about putting together, the variety show. I think what we were thinking April, May timeframe for that.
Yeah, around more. I would think more towards April.
Right.
To get it put. The whole idea is trying to get people together to rehearse. This venue right here, this what we're doing on StreamYard and stuff would be beneficial rather than physically meeting up, especially if people who are going to sing and stuff like that. We can put some music together and put it out that way.
Right.
But I think we would need a couple face-to-face rehearsals.
Absolutely.
And
again, we just need to finalize with whatever artists that we're going to bring in, because as you and I have discussed, we want to bring in a couple outside singers and use the SST Band to back them up. The great thing about having a band like the SST Band, we are a great standalone band. I mean, you come out, you listen to my vocals, you listen to Eddie's vocals. Number one, we blend really well together. Eddie sounds phenomenal, heartbreaker on stage, voice-wise. And then you add Kelly into that mix. The three of our vocals just sound fantastic. Now you take us and you put a front person in front of us. Guess what? The SST Band becomes the 2024 version of the old time Wrecking Crew. I mean, you can't get much better of a background band, because we sing, we play, we sight read, we can make anybody sound great.
So far, I've been the only one who was getting wrecked.
Yeah, that's true. Again, we're working on getting some trampolines put around the drum.
To do a commercial.
Yeah.
So does the pass have a UNLV night, which is a pretty good idea, but we're going to do that March 3rd.
Well, actually, March 3rd is going to be my students.
Okay.
So, and because because I work at UNLV, I have students. I'm utilizing. So, but yeah, March 3rd is again open to the public, but it's only going to be my students. It's not necessarily going to be UNLV. Okay. I will be getting permission to use UNLV's name for it. If not, they will just be known as my students who go to school at UNLV. But I am going to try to get permission to actually use UNLV's name for it. Okay. But that is actually in the works. I have been talking to my students starting this semester, because again, being, what feels like friends with the general manager of the Pass Casino. Mm-hmm. He has mentioned to me that he would love to have a jam night that is not just promoted for UNLV, but we have other colleges here. We have colleges.
Matter of fact, Shane is in Facebook right now.
Yeah. So no, we've discussed that in the past, and that's actually something I've been talking to my students about this semester. And that my intentions are, I was going to talk to Shane about it within the next few weeks, and maybe set up, twice a month, sometime in the middle of the week. I used to do a jam session on Water Street. I was part of the house band that did a jam session every Tuesday night. That's a little bit much for my schedule, especially if I'm going to be in charge, but I could absolutely do something a couple times a month.
I mean, we could work something out to, one of us or some of us to get it together. You know what I mean? As far as knowing the ins and outs of it, you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
And that's a great thought to go, going forward.
Right.
Like I said before, the whole idea is that we get something moving. We irregardless of what it is, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just keep putting up some fresh. When, like you said before, the Wrecking Crew, I mean, that's 100% right.
Right. And again, for any musicians out there, I'm not calling us the Wrecking Crew.
Exactly.
But I mean, I know exactly who they are. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
saying they are the new version, the Las Vegas version. Okay. And I would put the musicians that I have working behind me, I would put them up against anybody else in this valley as of right now. So
Yeah,
that's what I meant by that.
I tend to agree with you. Just look, I mean, the first time, like I said, we'll be there a year. That to me is phenomenal to begin with. Okay.
Well, again, I've already been there a year, technically.
Yeah, exactly.
For you, it'll be a year next month.
Yeah,
I've already been there a year. So
I was told I had too many vacation days. I think I'm getting lost. But the bottom line is that when bringing other people in from around, from who would have a tendency to go down to the strip, to the old strip and stuff like that, bringing people out and letting them play, just getting them an idea of what's going on out there. Okay. Right. I mean, unbelievable. So yeah, I'm excited for this year to to keep it moving, and there again, rehearsals and stuff like that, just to improve it, to become more of like a show type of thing. I don't mean with the curtains or anything like that, but a couple sets where we would do a couple different things out of the ordinary.
I ideally get Steve out in the audience, interacting face to face with the people, get people up on their feet, making a fool out of themselves, having a good time. You know, that's what it's all about.
It is completely legitimate, and it is it's a great venue for us. I mean, it's a great venue just to go out. They're local people. I mean, come on.
Right.
And just the restaurants and stuff like that, and just how nice everybody is. Even like I said, some of the people that come in, hey, how you doing? Hi, Tom. Hey, how you doing? I don't know their name.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's what I get out of it. Let's put it that way.
Well, again, it's I kind of feel that we are there helping the people that are out there giving the tourists the time of their life. They need people like us so that they can recover.
You gotta let your hair down. You gotta let your hair down somehow, some way.
And again, the Pass Casino is again, they are giving us the opportunity. It's a great venue in and of itself. They're giving us the opportunity, and not to steal words from another great show that happens here in Vegas, but I believe, whenever they say it is a time of healing, come on Saturday night. It's a time of healing. It's a time of fun, and not to mention, I mean, the drawings. I mean, you can come and you can make money. It's a great night all around. So
okay, Patty Joe, thank you so much. Patrick, thank you for coming in. He's getting ready to go to work. He lives, like I said, Melbourne, Australia. Great guy, great friend of mine. Let's see who else we got here. Well, you know what? We're coming up on an hour. I don't want to windbag too much with it. I think we're going to try to do this maybe. I'd like to do it once a week, but I'm gonna make sure everybody's on page. But and also I'm gonna bring up some other people who are different artists throughout Vegas who are interested in what we do, and we met a lot of people there too. So this is wide open.
Right. Well, and one thing you talked about, and we do still need to talk to the Pass about this, but. What I think would be a great opportunity for us, because we're already there, is, tonight I think was a great night to debut the show. But if we start doing it from the Pass Casino, actually maybe do it on Saturday night,
I agree.
We're already there. We're set up. The stage is ours in the Silver Lounge. That's the ideal place that you and I have talked about doing it. And if we can get permission to do it, we can start doing it before the show. And that way, guess what? Every once in a while, I have the band there. They have to be there for sound check. So you know what? Maybe the band can actually pull off a song every once in a while.
And what would be really cool? I mean, if I could, without getting anybody in trouble there, like pull one of the waitresses aside and let them, introduce them, to have a little one-on-one interview or something. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
type of stuff. Make everybody part of it, because you know what?
Well,
we're part of.
I think our goal, and if he's watching, he's probably going to hate me for saying this, but maybe our goal will be to get the general manager himself, get Shane to come up and sing some
Oh,
country.
yeah, that's a tall order right now. But
It sounds
hey,
great.
you know what? I ran that by him too. You know what he said to me? And no. Great guy. Really is a great guy. I consider him a friend. But the whole fact of this matter is, we're going to come up once a week. We're going to bring different people in. We're going to bring all the band up.
Yes.
I don't want to bring all of them at the same time. I'm going to do it individually, and get their, where they're from, what they do, the whole 9 yards. And then, like you said, I think it's a good idea to do this right there. I'm sure we could work something out, how to do it,
Yeah.
without too much fanfare.
We have to work some things out. I think, well, again, Steve flies home. I pick him up from the airport next Saturday. Hopefully I pick him up from the airport. He might be stuck at the airport until I finish playing Saturday night, but we'll see. But no, yeah, definitely we'll do next week. Probably on Sunday would be best, with Steve. And then, yeah, if we can move things to Saturday, and we can absolutely start, introducing the members of the band, and yes, I absolutely want to then spread and go beyond, and start talking with some of the other artists here.
Yeah, I wanted to do this type of thing here, either with the cooking channel, whatever, in the one of the restaurants. Okay,
Yeah.
off in a quarter and stuff like that. I mean, that intimate type of thing with not a review on food or anything like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But just sitting down, chit chatting, and having dinner. Where you eating? Well, we're at the Pass. At
Right.
the Italiano restaurant, Italiano or something. So that's the way it works. All right, everybody. I appreciate this. I mean, this was a lot of people come in tonight. And I appreciate everybody who came in. I really do appreciate it, Shawn. You are my man, buddy. I really do. I'm happy that we connected. I'm also happy that we're moving forward with it. I have a lot of different ideas, and when I run them by you, there's really no resistance. But you tell me what you think and everything else like that, and that's the thing I like.
Right.
It's just we're there to do it, whether it's at the whatever's going on at the Pass. And there again, anybody who plays at the Pass, from Tuesday on, whenever the entertainment's there, make sure you go to the SST Band on Facebook. Okay, say hello, and I will promote you. Only at the Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, nowhere else. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and we will try to see you next week. So, good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, everybody, from my channel as well. Thanks for joining us.
Stick around.